Well, good evening, everybody. It is Nick Cree here. It's another Tuesday night. So the exciting thing about Tuesday is it is the Business Owners SmashGo Online weekly webinar. So if that's not what you're expecting, stick around because it's going to be pretty cool anyway. If it is what you're expecting, then no, you're in the right place. So for those that haven't met me, did I say my name? Well, if I did, I'll repeat it again. My name's Nick Cree. I did say it, yeah. It's early onset of sort of losing my mind. But I'm your host for tonight. In fact, I'm the host every week. And normally we have a guest speaker each night with some topic to do with the online marketing, online strategy, apps and tools. But tonight your guest speaker is me. So tonight we're going to cover off some interesting range of tools and apps that I've come across. But the main topic tonight is all about what they didn't tell you about opt-ins and landing pages. So but before we get into that, why don't we find out who's here? So the way we'll do that is I'll just get you to introduce yourself. You don't have to, but just introduce your name, what your business is, and more specifically, I want to know what it is that you want to learn tonight. Or why you're here tonight, because that will help to guide some of the content for tonight as well too. All right, so who's going to be our brave number one who will go first and come and introduce yourself?
I'll go first if you like.
Oh, there we go. Sean David, that's great.
Yep, so my name's David Fisher from the video company, and yeah, Nick, you've always got some great tips and things up your sleeve, and the software as well. Yep. And the other sleeve as well. That's right. Give us it all. And yeah, no, you're doing a wonderful show. So that's what we're coming along for tonight.
Awesome. Excellent. Good to have you back again too, David.
Thank you.
All right. Who else we got here? Leslie.
Hi. It's been a while since I've been on one of Nick's Zoom calls, but I'm glad to be back. My name is Leslie Crudup Villa Garcia of Leslie V Coaching. I'm a life coach, and I think the main thing that I want to get out of tonight's session is just how to handle like opt-in stuff and all of that more efficiently. So I've got a bit of that sort of going, but I'm sure it could be streamlined.
Excellent. All right, we can certainly look at some of that. So we'll be covering some of that. Good to see you, by the way. All right, who else have we got here tonight? Who else had their hand up there? I saw someone there. So feel free to introduce yourself and tell us what you're here for tonight. What do you want to learn tonight? Thomas, how are you?
I'm good, Nick. So I'm a business development manager for Dino Visual Designs for a digital agency. I'm here to learn what I learned last week. The programs that you tell us at the start was sensational. I made my first blog in that Sonic program.
Awesome.
And was very impressive. So yeah, I'm Thomas.
So it worked well?
Yeah, it did.
Excellent. Oh, it's good to hear. Oh, well, we've got some more apps and tools up my sleeve today, so you'll be able to go and sort of add that to your list as well too.
Thank you.
All right, who else we got here tonight? Just come and introduce yourself. Put your hand up.
Hi, Nick.
Oh, who was that? Oh, Robert.
How are you, Nick? Robert Hills, the exit accountant, and yes, I love financial foreplay. The not too many Tuesday nights I get to get on because I've got usually got another commitment on, but it's brilliant tonight that I can jump on, and yes, I love the little tips in the early part. It's always great to see those, but as usual, Nick, you've always got some interesting topics here. So look forward to hearing about the opt-in pages and landing pages. So opt-in forms and landing pages. So thanks, Nick.
Excellent. I'm glad you could make it tonight. All right, time for a couple more. Who else we got here? And then we'll get cracking. Jeff.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. I'm Jeff Summers. I'm a reputation marketing specialist, and I help people build authority and trust online, mainly through reviews and testimonials. And I also sort of set up websites. And I actually had a guy today inquiring about an auction website. So that'll be a challenge for me. And
No, that'll be an interesting one.
yeah, I've just been looking up some auction plugins. Yeah, there's one WooCommerce one, YITH, YITH or something, and I'm looking at that at the moment. And I don't know whether there's any more that I can have a look at, but that's going to be a challenge for me.
Excellent. Oh, well, you're looking in the right place, because I can tell you those YITH plugins are pretty reliable, and they're very good. So you're certainly on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
All right, time for one more, and then we'll kick off. Who's our lucky last? Pop your hand up. Hey, Jane. Jane, how are you? All the way from New South Wales, I think.
Yes, I am from New South Wales. I thought I'd pop on because I miss seeing Nick at WordCamp. I usually get to see him a couple of times a year at WordCamp, and it's been a long time no see. So I thought I'd pop on, and I knew that Nick always has lots of great tips and things. So I'm sure there will be something to learn today. I run a training business, and mainly for New South Wales government related stuff though, because I am one of the Business Connect advisors in New South Wales. So it's a free service basically to business owners to get started.
Awesome. Excellent. Oh, really good to see you again. And yes, I do miss those WordCamps. It's been a couple of years since we've been allowed to gather and congregate there.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get started now. Before we do, for those who have just joined us, my name's Nick Cree. I'm your host for this evening. I am at the end of some flu sort of thing. So if I do start barking and have a fit of coughing, just ignore me. I'll try and mute myself. I've got a glass of water here to hopefully get me through it. All right. So let's bring up our screen just to see what's actually happening tonight. And it is the Business Owners Smashing It Online Meetup. So we do have an agenda for tonight. And our agenda is, I have some cool online tools to share with you tonight. And I do have some good ones tonight as well too. Got the main presentation, which is all about what they don't tell you about opt-in pages and lead payments and things like that. And really to how to really get it working for you. Time for some questions. Not sure whether we'll quite get there or not. But if we do have some time for, say, a quick case study or a quick look at a website or two, we'll see if we can squeeze it in. So if you do want us to have a look at yours in terms of your opt-in process and things, you might want to drop it into our chat and let me know and have it all queued up. And then we'll sort of close off and make announcements about next event and that sort of thing there as well too. So just for now, would love you to go and check in on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever is your social media channel. Two reasons why we do. One is to remind people that we're going to come along tonight that just happened to be on their Facebook feed, that we're actually here and we've kicked off so they can get a last minute entry into here. The second reason why we do it is to build your own digital profile. So as people are stalking you online and they're looking at, well, what do you do to keep yourself current and your own professional development? These sort of check-ins appear at the bottom of your Facebook feed, and they appear on LinkedIn as well. So go ahead and check in. Feel free to take a photo, tag me, tag a friend that you think should be here, tag someone that is here as well too. All right, so the first segment is our cool online tools. So let me stop sharing this and I shall find the other screen that I have these tools up on. All right, if we can find it, that one there, I reckon. All right, now I'm hoping, just give us a thumbs up if you can see the best custom YouTube video player. Excellent. Right, we're on the right screen here. Always a sort of problem when you've got four screens in front of you, wondering which one is actually picked up. All right, so this first app that I've come across, this is actually quite a new one. And it's certainly new to me. But how many people here use YouTube as their video channel and they embed YouTube videos on their website and it's got YouTube branding all over it? Who'd like to get rid of it? So they have this video player called Killer Player, and its main claim to fame is that it allows you to host your videos on YouTube. So your regular YouTube channel that you're using, you can still keep uploading your videos there. But if you use this video player, which you can embed into your website, then it will remove all of the YouTube branding. So it gives it a more generic feel, and means that people aren't going to sort of click on the video or the YouTube branding, click over to YouTube and start watching other videos that pop up there. So so you could use something like Vimeo, which is an alternative. But if you want the SEO or search engine benefits of having your videos up on YouTube, and you want to embed them on your website without their branding, this is a good player to do that. So you can see on the left-hand side, the video on the left that I'm hovering over, it's got that red YouTube button on it, and it's got a title from YouTube's pulled in there as well too. On the right-hand side is the Killer Player video theme, and it's got a purple button, purple play bar, nothing there to do with YouTube. So if you're looking for a player that, and they've got lots of themes as well, so you can probably get something that will theme with your website also, with your branding and colors. So you can see there's all sorts of colors in there. So if you want something that's going to be a bit more generic than YouTube, then Killer Player might be it. Now, the good thing about it is it's not free. You do pay for it, but it is a one-off payment. There are no subscriptions. It's a one-off payment. So the first one is you use it on one website and 500 videos, and that's $59 a month. That's US dollars. The middle one is you can use it on up to 5 websites, 1,000 videos. So that's probably ample for most of us. In fact, the first one's probably good for most. And that one's $159. And the top one, the ultimate, is $399. And that is on unlimited websites, unlimited videos, unlimited visitors. So actually, just sort of thinking, if you're in the web space creating websites for clients, as I know a couple of people are here, then you're looks like you're able to offer this to clients to have unbranded YouTube videos. So that might be a good option as well. So they are about to change their plans from the one-off payment to subscription. So if this is something that you want, it would be the sort of thing you'd want to jump on now. I'm not sure when they're going to make the changeover or how long it's going to last, but it is a one-off price at the moment, which makes it quite attractive. All right, so that's our first app. It's, and the URL for that is killerplayer.com. We'll put the URL links into chat. This one's already in chat, and if you click on the chat icon at the bottom of your screen, it'll bring up the chat. Down on the bottom right are 3 little dots. If you click those, you can save the chat. So you don't need to save it now. You can wait till after the segment or the end of the evening, and then you can save the chat, and those links will be there for you to click on and explore later tonight or sometime tomorrow. All right, that's number one. The next one is one called Sleek Bio. So you know how on, say, Instagram, you've got space for one link on Instagram for your profile. Well, you can create what they call a Sleek Bio with this app here, sleekbio.com, and you can put your link into there. So in this case here, you can see it says sleek.bio, and then you can add your page. So I could add, say, Nick Creek. It won't let me do that because I've already got one. And then that will be your link that you would use on Instagram. You could use it on Facebook or LinkedIn or any of your other social media channels. And what you can do is build up a profile of links. So let's have a look at an example. All right, here's an example of what a bio page looks like. This one is for Noah Kagan, whoever that happens to be. So the first link he's got here is to his YouTube channel. So, you know, subscribe to my YouTube channel. He's got an opt-in form. He's got a link to his blog, link to his podcast, and he's got another link here for AppSumo. I think actually Noah Kagan might have something to do with AppSumo. And down the bottom are all the social media links. So, so if you're using this across your social media platforms, and let's say you change a website link, or you change, say, YouTube channel, you don't have to go back to all of your social media channels. You can just go straight into this one place, Sleek Bio, and you can change all of your links here. So you're only doing it in one place. So it's a central place to manage it. Now, it is free. But the free version has the Sleek Bio branding on it. You can upgrade to a paid version, and that just removes all of the branding. And if we have a look at the pricing, I don't think it's terribly expensive. Oh, there we go. $19 to buy it for life. So again, this is a one-off payment. Go and buy that, and you've got Sleek Bio for life. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool place to be able to manage all of your links on all of your social media profiles. The next one is one called Talkify Calendars. So if you need a calendar on your website, and you know, it could be an events calendar or a you know, what's happening calendar, then Talkify has a whole range of calendars that you can embed on your website. You can customize it, and you can have different styles of display. So, for instance, now what we've got here, this is what they call the pinboard display of calendar, where you've got all of these cards up. You can get you'll get an embed code for this. So you add all of your events in here. You'll get an embed code, which you just paste into your website. You can choose to display it like a pinboard. You can choose to display it like an agenda, so you know, running vertically down the page. You can have a you know, like a calendar view, like say Google Calendar. And if you want to see what it looks like in full screen, they've got the full screen version here as well too. So so you can so you can see that it works on, you know, WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, Weebly. So, you know, a lot of the web site platforms that are available. And you can see over on the right hand side, you know, build a custom theme, which means that you can get it to match your branding, what your website's like. And there's a whole lot of options here. And once you've done it, then you can grab your embed code and put it onto your website. So that there is Talkify.com. All right, this one here is, let's get rid of these two chats. This is actually Facebook. So it's not strictly an app, but I thought this was pretty cool anyway. So for those that spend their life in their cars, traveling around, and their car is the office, this company here, Oztima, has a wooden object called a CarMate steering wheel table. So what it is when you park up, you can pull it out, you can pop it on your steering wheel, pop your laptop on, and you've turned your the driver's seat into an office. Now, they do recommend not using it while you're driving. In fact, they strongly recommend that you don't use it while you're driving. It's only while you're parked. So if you've got a fancy lunch, you can pull out a fancy lunch and sort of cut it up on the board here and sort of make your sandwiches. Or you could use it for computer. It's great for writing on as well too. And I have to thank my friend Pip Meacham. Some of you know Pip Meacham, who actually has bought one of these and displayed it on her Facebook feed. And I think she's responsible for me now going to buy one as well too. So prices for these, what's that? That's about $49. So there you go. It's a chopping board you can have in your car to turn into onto a desk. All right. And we're going to come to the second to last one. So this one here is not so much of an app, but finding out, you know, all those ads that you see on Google and they follow you around and you get remarketed to. How do they know what your interests are? How do they know what to display? Well, if you want to find out what sort of person Google thinks you are, you can go to their site called adssettings.google.com. And what it will show you is a profile of yourself. So this is one of my Google accounts, and it tells me that I'm apparently 55 to 64 years old. I think they may have that wrong. I'm sure I'm a bit younger than that. They say that my language is English. I'm a male. And these are some of my interests. So I'm interested in home improvement, computer electronics, business services. I own a company. So I'm a small employer. So I employ 1 to 249 employees. Obviously visit food and grocery retailers. So I've obviously done some online shopping with, say, Coles or Woolworths. Says I'm married. That's interesting. Parental status, not a parent. Last I looked, I had 3 running around here. Obviously I don't know, maybe I'm on some singles dating sites or something. I'm not quite sure. So, but the thing with it is you can click into each of these and you can decide, well, hey, look, I'm not really interested in being served ads about this particular topic, so you can turn it off. So we're just going to turn off that parental status. What was the other one I saw here? Shooter games. Don't know where they get that from because I'm not really a computer game player. So probably my kids on my computer playing shooter games. So I can turn that off. And anything you've turned off, you can sort of have a look back down on the section there showing you what you've turned off. So this is data that they've collected. It's called ad personalization. If you don't want ads to be personalized to what they think your interests are, there's a button up the top there. You can turn it off and you'll just get served anything and everything. So that might open up your world and expand your world into what else is available out there apart from what they think you're interested in. And if you've got more than one Google profile, as I do, you can go and click on another one and you can go and see what the other profile is as well too. So that's Google's ad personalization. This is how they give you control over your data. Well, it's some control over your data and what you want to see. And they also say down the bottom here that Google is one of many networks that personalize ads based on your activity online. Go to your online choices to control ads from other ad networks. And there's a link there. So if we click on that link, we get taken to this page here called your ad choices. And there are a whole lot of ad companies out there that opt in for this. And what this site does is it has a look in your browser and says, well, what sort of cookies have you got in your browser? And it's those cookies or wee bits of code that's stored in your browser that tells the sites you're visiting and the ad networks what you're interested in. So you can see here, there's quite a few ad networks that are targeting me. So if you want to get rid of them all, one thing you can do is actually just clear all the cookies in your browser. The other thing you can do is just select them all, click opt out, and opt out of all. Boom. All right, and that'll just delete all the cookies in the browser, and then I'm starting from scratch again. So you'll never get rid of the ad networks tracking you, but it gives you a window of time where you can start from scratch, and then you can start to it'll just really build up another profile on you. All right, scary really what they're tracking you, isn't it? that is our apps and tools for today. So anything there that you found interesting, frightening, something you might sort of try, the rabbit hole you'll go down tomorrow as you create sort of new bits of content for yourself. Just drop in chat what was your favorite one. And all of those links are also into chat as well too. All right, love that, Jane. Look up stuff for clients all the time and don't want Google to think I like all those sites. Yeah, that's one of the problems about working for people online, is that I've got all sorts of weird and wonderful things that I get served up with ads. So we've got Killer Player. So there's a few people that liking Killer Player to get rid of the YouTube branding. Sleek Bio. Ad settings on Google. Can't see what they know about you. Yes, sort of nothing is secret in the online world. All right. Well, that's our cool online apps segment.